That in the playoffs as well with Joel Embiid. Jimmy exploits that matchup. He can go by those guys. He can shoot the spot up, step up three. He can put the ball on the floor and get to the paint. And he's a guy that can get it going from all three levels. Putting a big guy on him is not the answer.
And then less than a minute later here, Jimmy Butler again sized up by AD here, gets his own miss and is able to get that one to go. Here's Butler talking about that matchup against 7'4" Zach Edey after hitting the too small.
It's always play basketball the right way, shoot the ball when you're open, attack, get into the paint, get to the free throw line, and pass it to the open guy. So no matter who's guarding me, I'm always going to play the exact same way.
Only Jimmy Butler would say a 7'4" player is too small. And then the fourth quarter, no moment was too big for Steph Curry here, UD.
I mean, great screen by Draymond. Jimmy in the post looking to be a passer this particular time. Steph comes off. He's in rhythm right now, on time, on target pass.
Under 2 to play here once again. It's that connection between their big three. Steph Curry gets the corner one to go, and he is fired up. And then right here, he has a few ball fakes. Count them with me.
Oh,
He's got one. He's got two.
Three.
And then he hits another three. Butler and Curry, they became the first teammates to both have 35 or more points in a play-in game. Here's Steph Curry afterwards about what lies ahead for Golden State.
They are the number 2 seed for a reason. They've played well all year long. They play a certain, physical style of defense, and they're super athletic. I was just telling Draymond, it's wild. We've been in playoff series in Houston for a decade. Like, it's crazy to think about. I know this is a brand new version of the Rockets team.
So the matchup is set now for the Rockets and the Warriors here. It has the makings to be one of the most intriguing first-round series we have. These two franchises, they're tied like shoelaces over the last 10 years. You could say the main reason James Harden never made it to the finals is Steph Curry. They'll now meet for the 5th time in the playoffs since 2015. The Warriors have won every one of those series, but none of these Rockets were on that team. They are not burdened by the baggage of history, and that sets the stage for this season, where the Rockets have defended Steph Curry well. Steph is averaging just over 16 points in the 3 meetings this year against Houston, his 3rd fewest against any team. And while the Warriors have been in this space, it's the new astronauts piloting this liftoff. 5 of the Rockets' 7 leading scorers, they will make their postseason debut, including all-star Alperen Şengün and, of course, Jalen Green. So when you're looking at this first-round matchup here, Brian Windhorst, who has the biggest advantage? Because we're talking centimeters here.
Yeah, so we know that the Warriors like to play small.
Yep.
Well, the Rockets can play several different ways, but one of the things that they can do is go ultra big. And it's something that Ime Udoka has experimented with late in the season, playing Steven Adams and Alperen Şengün together. Look at those numbers. So 162 minutes is not that much. When the ball goes up and they're on offense, look at their offensive rebound rate. That is a ridiculous number. Probably would not last at that number as if you played for a huge number of minutes. But when those two guys are out there, they take up so much space, and also they're so adept at getting that positioning. This is going to be a major thing that the Warriors are going to have to work with, because they've been getting beat up on these boards. And not only that, Draymond Green has been getting in foul trouble. He fouled out again yesterday. You know that they're going to try to attack him there. That is a soft spot in this Warriors team. They've got a lot of advantages. That size is their disadvantage. They want to roll out and play this way. They did play Kevon Looney a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
It didn't go very well. If I'm Steven Adams and Alperen Şengün, I'm looking forward to that matchup. So I know that everybody's going to look at Butler and Steph and say, wow, what an amazing tandem. And they will be amazing. But the Rockets have cards to play in this game.
I said that it may be a difference in centimeters in terms of the talent of these two teams. Okay, maybe it's a couple of feet here when you're talking more literally. But look at this. The Warriors, they take the 7th seed. The West, when you look at the way it all shakes out, they'll be taking on the Rockets on Sunday. The Magic take the 7th seed in the East, locking into that first-round matchup with the Celtics. And now you can see where everything stands. Of course, we still await the 8th seeds, which will be determined by Friday night. But now that we have this clear picture, UD, I know it's about tactics and it's about X's and O's, but it is also about star power here.
Yes.
So I think it is time for Haslem's hierarchy of primetime playoff players here.
Haslem's hierarchy of primetime playoff players. I put a lot of thought into this. So many guys could have made this list, but this is my 5. Don't argue with my 5. At number 5, we're going to go here. Bam! Jimmy Buckets Butler. It's a real thing, ladies and gentlemen, and we all saw it last night. This guy is 20 points a game in the regular season, 5 rebounds a game in the regular season, and 5 assists a game in the regular season. In the playoffs, he is 27 points a game. He is 6 assists a game, and he is 6.5 rebounds a game. This guy elevates his game when the lights are the brightest. That's when Jimmy shines the lightest. Number 4, Bam!
I like the little foot that came with
Oh,
that.
you like that little kick? I had to show off the kicks, the shoes. Kawhi Leonard, ladies and gentlemen, traded from San Antonio to Toronto in 2019, takes them all the way to the championship. 30 points a game, 9 rebounds, 62% true shooting percentage, 732 total points in the playoff run. Only 2 guys have been able to do better than that, MJ and Bron. Argue with that, and we're going to wrestle. Wendy, would you help me out with number 3 here? Go ahead and give him the bam.
Bam!
Bam! Luka Doncic, ladies and gentlemen, traded from the Dallas Mavericks after leading the playoffs in total points, total rebounds, total assists, and steals. Now he is with the Lakers with the best player or one of the best players to ever play the game of basketball. Will he take the next step? I really believe he will take the next step to be the superstar that he is and take this team to another level. I don't know if it's this year, but at some point the Lakers will win a championship with Luka Doncic. You heard it here first. Malika, would you help me with number 2?
All right, I got this.
Kick that leg.
I thought, was it a bam or a boom?
A bam.
All right, bam!
Bam! Anthony Ant-Man Edwards. 31 points a game in the playoffs last year. 27, had a little down playoff run last year. I think he elevates his game. He's leading the league in three-pointers made this year. There's going to be a lot of stars in this game, but I think this is the star that shines the brightest in this playoff run. He's going to lead these guys in offense. He's going to lead these guys on the defensive end. They probably do not win this series, but I think this star shines the brightest in the Lakers-Minnesota series, ladies and gentlemen. And number 1, bam! How could I not after last night? Steph the Chef Curry. Nobody understands the moment better, nobody prepares for the moment better, and nobody sees the moment better. I know they call him the chef, but he's something like the babyface assassin to me. So I'm calling him the babyface assassin. Steph Curry, this is my 5. This is Haslem's hierarchy of players, of primetime playoff performers. Argue with my 5. We're going to wrestle, ladies and gentlemen.
I do not want to wrestle. I don't. I don't.
I see 2 Warriors, but I don't see 2 Lakers.
Well, and wasn't it Udonis who just said one of the best players of all time?
And he will have the opportunity to learn for one of the best of all time.
But he's not one of the primetime players, your top primetime players in the postseason?
It's only 5. I can only do 5. I can only do 5. Brian, know I love him. If he get mad at me about this, text me. We'll talk about it, Brian.
Oh, no. It would be wrestle, right?
I don't want to wrestle him right before the playoffs.
Well, the NBA playoffs, they begin on Saturday afternoon. We're going to have a quadruple header for you. Some game 1s on ESPN and ABC.
Hello, xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh YouTube của mình. Ngày hôm nay mình sẽ tiếp tục đi tô màu để gửi tặng đến các bạn những phút giây thư giãn. Chào mừng các bạn. Rất hân hạnh các bạn đã đến với video của mình. Và để làm được video của mình, video tô màu của mình thì mình sẽ chuẩn bị những dụng cụ như sau. Đây là bút sáp màu và đây là điện thoại để mình quay lại quá trình mình tô màu. Đây là những sản phẩm được in sẵn. Đấy. Đây là những con vật này. Đấy. Đây là những con vật.